Pisces. So there's a sense of a mysterious energy. Literally, when I was trying to focus on like the energy that wants to come in for you, the message that wants to come in for you, I heard the word unknown. And I was like, unknown. And then it just kind of got this very mysterious energy, this confusion, just not really sure where you want to go. And then it made me think of the moon card in illusions, that the answers are there, we just can't see them. So let's dig a little deeper into this energy. See if we can maybe lift some illusions for you, lift some uncertainty, lift away some of the unknown. Something needs to pop out. Okay, that. Yeah, this energy just feels stuck. Okay, there we go. Okay, all right. Yeah, I feel like there's this stuck energy. This card was what just popped out. It's the Ten of Pentacles, but it kind of popped out on its side. And so I'm kind of viewing this as both the upright and reversal. And so I kind of feel like right now you're very focused on certain problems. You have insecurity. There could have been past failures, um, instability. What we want to move towards is that stability. Stability is possibly family, um, security, maybe even for some of you, recognition on something. Because I see here we have the Eight of Pentacles popping up. It was in reverse. So this is telling me that we may not be recognized, or we don't have recognition towards our hard work. I feel like you're searching for external recognition. But yet there's this unfocused energy, lack of meaning behind actions. We also have the Wheel of Fortune popping up in reverse, talking about misfortune, more failure, bad luck, a broken sequence, just a returning again of the same situation, like you're on repeat, relearning the same lessons. We also have the Five of Swords in the upright position. And on this card, it says sometimes the victory is not worth the price. We have selfishness, conflict, aggression, fear of failure, self-sabotage, anxiety. I'm going to be honest with you, Pisces. For some of you, this may not be for all of you here who come across this video, you do need to question yourself with how you're going about things. What is your intention behind this work that you're trying to put in? But also, what is the possible external force that's making you have a lack of meaning? behind your actions? What is causing this energy that's making you so unfocused and unsure of where to go? And I feel like when we look at the Five of Swords here, it says sometimes the victory is not worth the price. I really feel like this is part of your self-sabotage, where you are sitting there like looking at the hard work that you've done, not really realizing your own self-sabotage, and then therefore self-sabotaging even more, going, what's the point? If things aren't working out, then what's the point? Because then we also have other external forces of just bad luck coming in. This is not me saying that like everything is your fault. That's not what I'm saying, but I do see a potential of internal of your internal voice harming yourself. I think you need to sit with yourself and ask, do you really need that external recognition? Or do you more so need your own recognition, your own validation? Look around you, look at your work, and see how far you've come. Think back, like when you first started. Like, let's just say that you're working on a project, okay? Where were you when you first started the project, even before you started the project, and where are you now? Because what I see here is that you have started something. You have started. And that's a big step already when you hadn't started at all, right? Before you started, there was no project. But then you made that decision one day to start that project, and now you've started it. We've lost our focus on it, but that doesn't mean that the project is lost. It's still there. The last card that popped up was Justice. And so, why I'm saying, because literally on this Justice card, it's talking about intuition, going within and really asking yourself these questions and listening to your inner voice, listening to your intuition. What does that respond when you're asking yourself these questions? So use your intuition to set your moral compass. You're going to find truth, clarity, more of a balance, finding more of a balance between external forces and whatever it is that you want to achieve, whatever it is, maybe with this project. Okay, again, it doesn't have to be a specific, like, actual project. Whatever it is that you're working on, project is just an example that I'm giving because this is a collective reading. But on this card, we also have accountability. Now, this card popped up because I just got done recording Libra's reading. This card popped up in Libra's reading, but it has a different feel for you guys, Pisces. Taking accountability for where you have lacked, not from external forces, but you specifically have lacked, that has kept you from continuing this project. Sitting with that, forgiving yourself, and then finding that balance to move forward. What are we going to do? Because again, with Justice card, it talks about balance and it says need to balance priorities and decisions. Libra, and this is a Libra card too. So maybe maybe some people who saw the Libra video feel like they were called to watch this Pisces video as well. Maybe you have both signs in your chart, or both signs in your big three, and so you felt connected here too. Um, Even though these are very different messages, but Libra is the sign of the scales, so balance. I felt drawn to look at the wording that's on the side of this card, on the Eight of Pentacles card. And it says rebirth, settled decisions, practicality, and contribution. I really want to focus on these settled decisions. So when we find balance in our decisions, we are now settled in those decisions and we're going to find a clearer path forward that's going to help us gain clarity. And then, therefore, will rebirth your ideas. Like, let's say you had this really strong idea for your project and then we started falling back on it. Well, now, and then you're also having like maybe some like brain fog on it. Like you can't really, again, you can't focus. Um, but you're going to be able to rebirth those ideas and maybe even some new ones along with it. And then finding practicality and contribution could be to others, but I feel like a contribution to yourself as well. Okay. But I do feel like because we have the Ten of Pentacles, right? We said it was on its side. 10, the number 10 in tarot talks about endings. So I do feel like there is this sense of ending this lack, but you need to put in the work. You need to put in the work towards yourself. You need to heal yourself, okay? And then you're going to start seeing results. So let's get some emotion cards to help us out here. Okay, so just what we've been talking about. Lost. So definitely feeling lost. Being lost in an emotion or losing your sense of direction, leaving you feeling uncertain. Being lost reminds you that sometimes confusion is necessary as it focuses you or it forces you to reassess yourself, reconnect with your inner guidance, and move towards what you truly desire. So even though this looks like it's a negative card, I think that's really great advice to really look for your inner guidance and then move towards what you truly desire. And then you're talking about balance. Balance popped up. So we have balance is the harmonious coexistence of various forces in life, allowing you to find the right transition between busyness and stillness. When balance appears, it reminds you to reassess your life and find the equilibrium between body, mind, and spirit. So also when we're talking about balance, I just want to be clear on this too. It's not just busyness, like let's say there's a job that you really don't like and it's really draining you. So that's part of the unfocused. Um, and trust me, I get it. I've been there. So we have that. We have the balance towards our project. But you also, so we need to balance those two out. But we also need to find time for rest, time for meditation, because if we keep going, if we're going from this job that we don't like to then the project that we want to work on, what we want to move forward on, You're just going all the time. You're burning yourself out. So, of course, we're going to be unfocused. We're going to have a lack because even though you were like, okay, man, I can't wait till I get home and then I can start my thing. And then the moment you get home, your body just wants to, right? So, allow yourself rest. Allow yourself, allow your mind to take a rest. Allow it to go quiet. Meditation helps a lot. Soaking, I always and I encourage this a lot on my channel. Meditation and like having self-care. And I always bring up the example of like soaking in a tub with like a bath bomb, maybe some calm music, maybe some candles, you turn off the light. Like it's a very different experience when you soak in the tub and you turn off the lights with candles only illuminating the room. It's a very different experience, and I encourage you to do that if you haven't. It's very calming. Okay, it is very calming. Um, so yeah, allow your mind to go silent. Allow your mind and body to heal, but also allow your spirit. Be gentle on yourself, okay? Really be gentle on yourself. Why do I feel like another tarot card wants to pop out? Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so yeah, a lot of things. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. I love this. So, because now we're talking about how we can move forward, we're gaining clarity, right? We're gaining because we have a mystery. Where do we go? What do I do? We're starting to get a bigger picture. So I feel like that's why some more tarot cards want to pop out. So we still feel distracted, depressed, may have gotten some bad news, still feel that instability with the Page of Wands in reverse. Um, we also have the Five of Pentacles, and this says life is hard right now, feeling insecure, having hardship, could be loss of money or position, so like a position possibly in a job, harshness, need, lack of resources. But what this also says is it's not just life is hard right now, but look around, help is at hand. So, is there a way, is there somebody that you have thought of that maybe you don't necessarily want to bother, but there's this nudge to be like, go ask them for help or talk talk about what you're going through. Maybe for some of you, you do need to go into therapy. But if you can't, if you don't have health insurance that's going to help pay for it, go to a trusted family member, go to a trusted friend, just talk, just let it all out. Okay, you can even tell them that you don't necessarily want to talk about solutions. Just listen. Just listen to me. Just have somebody listen, okay? Sometimes, even if you don't have anybody to listen to, journaling helps. But you can also just talk about it with spirit. Talk about it with your guides. Maybe there's a past loved one that you used to talk to. Talk to them. Even though you can't see them, they're there and they hear you. Okay? But what I see coming in as we take action, okay, as we're gaining clarity and we start taking action on our accountability and finding this balance, we have the Knight of Wands, and when this video is posted, we would have already started, like just started, the year of the fire horse, the new Chinese New Year. we've left behind the year of the snake. And when this is posted, just yesterday, the year of the fire horse started. And this has been my card lately that symbolizes the year of the horse, because the Knight of Wands card is a fire card. This year is a fire horse year. Okay. And we have the horse on the Knight cards. And it says, now is a good time to do what you want to do right now. The fire horse is meant for taking action. And if you feel that nudge to take action, listen to it. We have energy, passion, adventure, generous, courage, departure. Departure from this year of the snake energy that has been making us feel lack, but also shedding away illusions, shedding away, like really shedding away what no longer serves us, right? It's been a very hard, sticky time, right? But as we're moving forward, as we take this action, with now is a good time to do what you want to do, as we take action towards what we want to do, we then step into this Nine of Pentacles energy. Okay, you got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Now, as we take action, we got the Nine of Pentacles upright. Enjoy the results of all your hard work. We have seen things now bloom into fruition. We have accomplishment, self-care, learning how to take care of yourself more. We have a reward, we have satisfaction, we have luxury. And I'm not just talking about external rewards or external satisfactions. I'm talking about you, your own reward, your own satisfaction. It's okay to also want that external thing, but you also need to feel good about it. We step into selflessness, compassion, integration, and attainment. I love that for you. Okay. This video is already kind of going on a little bit, and we've just only talked about emotions and the tarot card. So let's just go ahead, get some quick oracle cards out on the table. We have New World wanting to pop out. Literally stepping into a new beginning, a new chapter. That card also symbolizes, at times for me, looking at a new perspective of things. Looking at the world in a different way. Yeah. Unknown popping up, what we were just talking about. So right now we're sitting in the unknown. Maybe even as you're listening to this, you're hearing me and you're just kind of like, yeah, I guess, but I still am not sure. It's okay to be not sure. It's okay. But you still need to take those steps. We have the end of a cycle. The end of the cycle with the snake, starting a new beginning. We have sunrise, finding this new beginning, stepping in to this Nine of Pentacles energy. We're stepping into clarity, stepping into happiness and joy, stepping into this fiery energy, okay, because we have the sun. So stepping into this passion, this joy, this happiness, this fiery energy, this action-oriented energy. We have freedom. Feeling so free from the negativity, the lack, because now we're feeling more satisfaction, internal satisfaction. Like, even if let's say you don't complete your project this year. It's okay because you've put in the work towards that project, right? And then you can look at where you started at the beginning of the year to now you're at the end of the year and go, wow, I'm not exactly where I want to be, but I've put in the work and I've done a really good job. Okay. Yeah, we have attachment popping up. So ask yourself what you're still attached to and what you may need to let go. Okay. You also have a sense of resilience about you. And I feel like that needed to be a reminder for you that you are resilient. Obstacles, oh, yeah, obviously, obstacles we definitely need to face. We have balance again. So, balancing your obstacles, productivity, separate from your attachments, separate from what no longer serves you, and stepping onto a new path, a new beginning. And look, we have more sun popping through, a path that's going to lead you to so much happiness, so much joy, so much fulfillment. You just need to let go of these attachments. Certain attachments that could be making you lack focus. It could even be like we're talking about a job that you may not like. Putting in the action to find a new job. Actually getting that started. Like maybe you've been saying for quite a while, like, I really need to find something else, and you just haven't taken that action to do it. And here's the thing, if you're not taking the action to find that new job, it may not come. Okay. We need to be able to do something. Sorry, I just looked at the cards that popped up. Um, you have to put in the work and then you can receive. There we go. Yes. All right. So we have emotional healing, needing to let go of hurt. Tears are rain, nourishing the soul. It is okay to cry. Nourish your body. So maybe, let's say, if you're feeling so burnt out after work, maybe you go get fast food. And that's kind of what you've been living off of. So we need to find ways to also nourish our body. And it says, Priestess, your body is an altar. Revere. So your body is precious. And if you're not nourishing it the right way, and if you're not giving it the self-care that it needs, that's also going to cloud your mind and it's not going to help you feel motivated to take action on certain things. You also need to forgive yourself, forgive past habits. It's going to be hard to break them, okay? So don't beat yourself up. If you have a day or even a few days where you fall back, pick yourself back up again and keep moving forward. Okay, forgive yourself on those hard days and forgive yourself about the past. Freedom comes when you drop the weight of stones. And then we literally have end a cycle. You have ending of a cycle, but also end a cycle that you keep repeating. I'm also getting end a cycle like ancestral cycle. Like maybe you've realized, maybe this is also something that you've been beating yourself up on too. Well, this family member tried and they failed, and now I'm trying and I'm failing, so maybe I should just give up too, like my family member did. You are meant to end a cycle. Sunset. Ooh, hold on. Where did the card go? Sunset isn't an end, but a prelude to dawns. Mm, I love that for you. Okay, let's just get a couple more cards and then we'll get into our affirmation and we'll end this reading here. Card wants to pop out. We have whip, and this is a negative card that talks about like arguments and fighting, debate. And this could be external for you, this could be with somebody else, but I really feel like this is more internally, that internal struggle, internal fighting, arguments with yourself, debating if you should keep going with that project or not, or is this just where I'm going to be? No. Okay, so we have the woman card popping up, and usually this is regardless of gender, but maybe for some of you there is a female-bodied person or who identifies. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter how they identify. It doesn't matter who they are. This just represents a person that has a strong feminine energy. Okay, and but this could also represent you. And I really do feel like it represents you. Again, regardless of gender, it represents you. And I think this also represents you needing to be more in this feminine energy right now, where we're talking more about the self-care, okay? Before we can step more into a masculine energy where we take action. So balance between the feminine and masculine energies, taking action and self-care. We need more self-care right now. So that's why that card popped up. Okay, we have blinders popping up. Um, it does say victim mentality on here, so for some of you, it could be a victim mentality. Again, taking accountability for certain things. That's what we were talking about. But we also have confusion, tunnel vision, resistance, but we also have, oh, resists clarity. My bad. I read that wrong. Resists clarity. We have restriction, narrow focus, denial, oblivious, out of touch, hyper focus, concentration. So that's definitely the energy that we are in right now. Okay. But I think a way to get out of this, we have White Rabbit. And I love this card because it looks like Alice in Wonderland. And we have Spark of Curiosity. Spiritual awakening, it's time. Heeding the call. Research it, inner knowing. Dark to light. Going down the rabbit hole. And waking from the dream. Get curious again in your project. Get curious again in your future. I also have research it, so this could be going back to finding that new job. I'm also picking up on if you feel called to learn a new skill, do it. Okay, because that's going to help you start that new beginning to get out of the rut that you're in, to get out of possibly this job that you hate. Okay. So you may need to deal with this job for a while as we learn this new skill, but again, it's just finding that balance between the self-care, doing what you have to do, and doing what you want to do. Okay. I feel like looking at this card. Coin toss. We have choices. Always have choices. Be fair to yourself, considering pros and cons. We have fate, two sides to every story, butterfly effect, 50-50 chance, unpredictable, can't decide, take a chance. Okay. Is part of the reason why you aren't stepping forward, Pisces, and taking action. It's because it's not so much the uncertainty, but the unpredictability. Because of the 50-50 chance, are we afraid to take that chance? Spirit is saying, take that chance. Okay. So let's go ahead and end this reading. This was a long one. I did not expect it to be this long. Let's go ahead and get our affirmations. And you got a couple that are similar to Libra. Okay. So we have, when I learn or when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. So talking about perspective, like I think I had brought that up a little bit ago. But when you lean, I love this because we talked about uncertainty, but when we lean on certainty and on faith, trusting the universe, trusting the path that you feel that nudge towards, that the universe is nudging you towards, that your guides are nudging you towards. And you have that faith and the trust on this path. You're going to change your mind about the world around you. Okay. My fearless freedom lights up the world. So I know I talked about the fact that you may be scared. It's okay to be scared, but when you fight against that fear and you start taking action, you're going to have that freedom. You're going to be able to push back the darkness. My vibes speak louder than my words. And I love the butterflies on this card talking about transformation. So making sure that you're in good vibration. And to do that, you really need to do self-care. But you also need to be doing the project that you want to work on. Okay. We also have what I think. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. And we have a dandelion here with wishes. Like if you blow on it, the seeds fly, and you'll be able to plant those seeds in your wishes. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender. And that means surrendering to the trust in this path. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through lens of love. Focusing on you, your love, the person that you are, the good in you, and you'll be able to see the love in the world, a different perspective of the world. Okay? Different perspective on your life. So Pisces, this is a lot. This was a lot, but it needed to be said. I think you really needed to hear it, and I really hoped that this helped helped you gain clarity. Um, So yeah, leave a like down below, comment, subscribe. Sorry, just sitting on your energy. Just like, man, comment. Look, you can comment down below about how you're feeling. Okay, you don't need to do anything specific. Just get out. Just speak. Get it out. It's a safe place to do that. Okay, this is a safe channel to do that in. And if you want to see any more videos, I do have shorts here on YouTube that you may feel like might help you gain a little bit more clarity. There's TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. I also post those shorts on there as well. But yeah, I'm just really sending you so much healing, love, and blessings your way. Because this is a lot. This is a lot, but I think you are stronger than you think you are. Okay, so thank you so much for coming by, and I hope to see you in the next video.